Hey guys, welcome back to How to Interpret Your Man's Star Sign, episode 12. Today we've got a good one. It's what to do when Mercury is in retrograde and your boyfriend cheats on you with your mum. Okay, so getting into it, first thing you're going to do is you're going to key his car, girls. So what you want to do is you want to get the biggest key you can find, ideally his own car key. So it's kind of like a self-inflicted punishment. And you just want to kind of run it along the driver's side door and really get in there. You want to hear the paint screeching, and you kind of almost want to get a sensation of like tingling up your arm, like the feeling when you know you're doing something wrong but you're justified, kind of like that. We know what we're talking about, girls. Okay. And then after you're doing that, what you want to do is you want to go through your phone. You want to find any screenshots of messages that can make him come across like a bad person, right? And then what you want to do is you want to screenshot those out of context. If you've maybe replied to something that was going along with a joke or justifies what he's saying, you want to delete that message so he looks completely at fault, girls. And then what you're going to do is you're going to screenshot that and post it online, okay? And try and portray to his friends, his family, your friends, your family, how much of an asshole he is, right? And that's not all. So what you're going to do now is think about any times he may have mistreated you. Doesn't matter if he was justified or if he apologized or you were also mistreating him and it was in the middle of an argument. You're going to want to take that one-sided argument and tell people that story to try and make him seem like a bad person, okay? And even if you don't have any stories, what you want to do is you want to make one up, okay? So when making one up, the best thing to do, I found in my experience, is go for something that will really hit home in society. So right now, anything to do with trans rights or sexuality or abortion, just make up a lie that makes him seem like a bad person, okay? Also, stop talking to your mum for cheating on, well, I got lost in that. Hey guys, this is the podcast. Welcome to episode 12, baby. I don't even know what that riff was, because it started out as shitting on women and it ended as shitting on women. So great start, I reckon. Our boy Andy Tate would be proud. But, yeah, welcome to the pod. Man, I've been trying to do this podcast for like legitimately an hour, but hayfever has been kicking my fucking ass. Like all week I've kind of had it and my sleep's been shit because my sinuses have been like, nah, bro. You know, breathing? We're not going to do that right now. We're going to make it hard to sleep. And my Nasonex, there's like a 1 centimeter gap between my desk and the wall, and the Nasonex fell down. And it's like stuck halfway between the desk and the wall, so I'm going to have to pull the desk out to get to it. And honestly, it's such a hassle, and I've got so much shit on this desk and I want to move. Like there's a vinyl player and speakers hooked up to it. So it's going to be a pain in the ass. I might just go buy a new Nasonex, to be honest with you, because it's just going to be too hard. Also, I got my trusty water. Good old Woolworths spring water. So, that is what it is. When I eventually get someone editing this podcast who knows what they're doing, and it's not me, like, oh, the sound waves match up, that must be good enough. I need to get a jingle or some shit going for when I take a water break during the pod, you know? But yeah, man, fuck, hayfever's killed me. I've been sneezing all morning. I took an antihistamine, and it took like an hour and a half to kick in. It was fucking annoying. I was in the shower, trying to shower. I was just like fucking just trying to sneeze, and I couldn't sneeze, and then I was sneezing like a motherfucker. It was the whole thing. Dude, hayfever's like that fucking friend you don't like that's always hanging out with you for some reason. Like, you know when you and your mates have like planned to go play basketball, and then he's like, oh, you guys playing basketball? You know I play. You know I play in a team. I should come, but I'll play with you guys. Whose team do you want me to be on? And it's like, dude, we didn't fucking invite you. but there's no real life antihistamine. So you gotta make up some shit. We gotta be like, okay, he doesn't like soccer, so let's tell him we're not playing basketball. We're gonna play soccer, and hopefully he won't come. And we're like, oh, bro, sorry, man, we're not playing. We're actually playing soccer today. We're not playing basketball. And you know this guy hates soccer. So you know you're good. And we're like, do you want to play? He's like, oh, soccer's not my thing, but let me know if you end up playing basketball. And you're like, all right. And we all know we're playing basketball, but you're like, fuck, guys, the court's near his house. So what if he drives past or some shit? And then he's gonna know we lied to. Fuck, we gotta go to a different court. It's just a hassle. Is basically what I'm trying to say. So yeah, hayfever's been kicking my ass all morning. Hasn't been fun. My back's also fucked. I fucked up my back yesterday. How's it? This is the dumbest story. I was playing soccer with my dog in the backyard. We have like one of those, bouncy balls from Kmart. Play soccer with it. And the rules are, so there's 2 goals on each side of the backyard, right? There's where the bins are. There's like this space between the bins and a brick wall. That's 1 goal. And on the other side, there's like a bit where the fencing goes into like a little corner. So if you get it into the corner, that's a goal, right? Now, here's the thing. Ollie, my dog, I don't know how, but he understands where the goals are. He knows. Like when I start to aim, he runs there and tries to save it. So basically what the rules are is if I score, like I shoot at one end and either Ollie gets possession off me or Ollie makes a save. And if he does any of those things, he gets a point. If I score, I get a point. If I miss and Ollie doesn't touch the ball, it's no points for anyone. And then after the play, we switch the goals. And Ollie gets it. He 100% understands. It's fucking insane. If I shoot at 1 goal and he saves it or he misses or whatever, he leaves the ball there and sprints to the other goal and gets ready for me to attack the other goal. It's fun. It's the funniest shit to watch. But yeah, yesterday, I just kind of had the ball at my feet dribbling because Ollie was barking at some birds. So I was like, oh, I'll just take a little time out here. I'll wait for Ollie to scare the birds away. And then we'll get back to the game. Now, in the time, he's taken ages to scare these birds away, right? These birds weren't scared of him. He's a little cavoodle. What the fuck's he going to do, right? And the birds are just mocking him. So I go on my phone while I'm waiting, start replying to some texts. And then, fuck, that was a weird cough. And then I get fucking caught up on my phone. And I don't realize Ollie ended up scaring the birds away, right? So I'm just dribbling with the ball at my feet. And Ollie comes and basically slide tackles me. He runs across the decking, slips into my legs. Sorry, I need a cough, guys. Give me a sec. What's going on today? Jesus. Yeah, slides into my legs, full on knocks me over. I slip, I fall onto my back, fucking just flat onto my back. And this motherfucker, Ollie, just starts chasing the ball and kicking it about. Doesn't go to see if I'm okay or anything. Like, no sportsmanship at all. Like, sometimes when we're playing, I'll accidentally kick his leg or I'll hack at his leg or something. I stop the whole game. And I'm like, Ollie, you alright? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I give him some pets, give him a little kiss on the head. I'm like, you alright, buddy? I'm so sorry. And he's like, yeah, whatever. Let's just play. Bro, I was down and out. I was like on the floor. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh my God. He didn't care at all. He did not give one little tiny sliver of a fuck. So now I know where my loyalties lie. I'm buying a new dog, and I'm going to play soccer with that dog, and Ollie's not getting any more game time. So, yeah. Dude, it's so funny. Every time I go outside for anything, like I'll go to the bin or I'll go to get a drink from the garage or some shit, Ollie will make sure he comes down, he sprints to the ball and starts trying to put the ball at my feet to play. And I got to be like, buddy, not now, not now. It's like I have a son. Even like, I'll be at work. I work from home, so I work just here at this desk. And he'll come up in my room and he'll start tapping me. And I know the tap means he wants to go outside and play soccer. And I'm like, buddy, I can't. I'm at work. Wait till daddy gets home. All right. But yeah, that's why my back sore as well. But I can't believe the fucking audacity of this guy. He's alive because of me and my family. We feed him. We give him water. He would have died if it wasn't for us. He would be dead. He would cease to exist. And he just chips me. Doesn't even check up on me. Weird guy. He's a weird guy. Even before, he went to the toilet before and he was pissing and his piss was like yellow. And I was like, dude, you only drink water. You only drink water. What, are you on antibiotics? What the fuck is it? Like, Is he drinking Red Bulls that I don't know about? I don't know what the fuck's going on with this dog, man. But he's funny. He's so lazy. What else What was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. Let's do another EPL review, baby. Arsenal, 4-2 Leicester. Great fucking game. I'm going to do Arsenal first because they're my team. Yeah, great game. Gabriel Jesus, man. Woo! It was so weird watching Arsenal. Like, oh my God, we might score at any moment. Like, his first goal was amazing, like a chip from inside the box. Then his second goal, back post header, beautiful flick on from Jamie Vardy. But there was nearly a goal where Ramsdale's the goalkeeper. Ramsdale passed it pretty much like 70 meters. Jesus controls the ball, takes it down, turns his defender, one-on-one with the keeper saves. But like, oh my God. It was just like it was so good, such a good turn. It was like watching him was just exciting. Like you know, sometimes in the soccer you can kind of daze off when you're watching the soccer. Like if your team's passing around the back, or there's a lot of build-up play happening, you kind of like get sidetracked. Like, oh, I wonder, how many people are in the stadium. Like just shit like that. Never when Jesus has the ball, that never happens. But yeah, good win. Like two pretty convincing wins early on. Like we looked shaky at times against Leicester. But I thought we were good. Like, obviously, Saliba scored the own goal, which was unlucky. And then Maddison scored against Ramsdale. Ramsdale probably should have saved it between the legs, but fuck, it is what it is, man. You're allowed one mistake. But, yeah, look, here's the thing about supporting Arsenal. Is if I know Arsenal, we're going to lose to Bournemouth on the weekend. Bournemouth are a newly promoted team. And if I know Arsenal, which I do, there'd be nothing more Arsenal than beating Crystal Palace away and then beating Leicester at home convincingly and then losing to Bournemouth. It would be the most Arsenal thing we could do. Because like right now, everyone's talking us up as title contenders after the first, 2 games. There is nothing more Arsenal to do than to lose now. Like anyone watching this who's an Arsenal fan in Australia would know. Sometimes it's relieving how bad we are because you'll be like, oh, I'm going to wake up and watch the game tomorrow. And then you sleep through it. You forget to set your alarm. You sleep through it and you're like, oh, fuck, I missed it. I missed the game. Damn it. And then you check your phone and you've lost like 4-0 to Bournemouth. And you're like, oh my God. Thank God I forgot to set the alarm. That's great. But yeah, a lot went down in the EPL. I want to talk quickly. I'm having another drink. My bad. Thomas Tuchel, I don't know, however the Germans say it. And Antonio Conte got into a little scrap. And then the shit at the end with the handshake. That's the best. We need more of that in sport. Like, I don't know what it's like. Actually, credit to England and like the EPL pundits were just like, that's great to see, isn't it? You just love to see 2 managers getting stuck in, having to go at each other. It's like, yeah, you fucking do. Like in Australia, whenever anyone has like a punch on or something like that, they always do like that thing where it's like, oh, that's just it shouldn't be part of the game, should it, boys? Like that's just, you just don't want to say that. Like we want to play in good sportsmanship. It's just bloody un-Australian, isn't it? It's just bloody un-Australian to have 2 blokes fighting out a footy game, isn't it? This is a country built on mateship, right? And that's not what's being displayed out there right now. These blokes are role models to young children everywhere, right? And how these footy players act on field is the difference between Toby growing up to be someone who king hits blokes in the back of Cloud 9 or a respectable member of society, okay? So we can't have these blokes arguing with each other over a game of footy. It's like, shut the fuck up. We all want to see them fight. Literally, like, think about it at school. Whenever someone had a fight at school and it wasn't involving you, you were just there like, oh, so what's going on? You don't need the full story. You're just like, oh yeah, he's going to win. Doesn't matter who's right. Who cares? Whoever wins, wins. Doesn't matter what the circumstances are, nothing. You all just want to see the fight and then everyone moves on with their lives. One of the kids gets suspended. Everyone has a good day. So yeah, credit to the EPL pundits. Like, I hate when there's like a fight in sport and they're like, you just don't want to see that, do you, boys? It's just horrific, isn't it? Think of all the young men and women at home watching this. These are their heroes, guys. Like, no, shut up. Like, it's like the Kyrgios thing. Like, anytime that guy does fucking anything, the media just on his ass. It's like, Nick, how dare you have a personality? Look, they just want athletes to be robots. Just like, so tonight I am playing Roger Federer. I have never DM'd a woman in my life. Like, what the fucking... If the cunt wants to play FIFA till 3 a.m, let him. Who cares? It's his life, you know? But, anyways, and then, yeah, what I want to talk about was I defended Manchester United last week. I said losing to Brentford wasn't that bad. It's not ideal, but it wasn't terrible. It's not like it's not a fucking the club needs a revolution type of loss. 4-0 to... Oh, no, they didn't lose to Brentford. They lost to Brighton last week. They lost to Brentford this week. That's a horrific loss. 4-0 to Brentford. They embarrassed them in the first half an hour. Like, Jesus fuck. Like, yeah, the club needs a serious overhaul. Like, Ronaldo... Like, you got all these blokes who are like, Ronaldo needs to leave. Bruno Fernandes is a cat, man. Like... Of all those Portuguese players in the EPL, in the world, Bernardo Silva is the best Portuguese player in the world. I can't believe people even saying Bruno's up there. They're just... Yeah, Ronaldo needs to leave. Just go to Sporting. I don't know why the fuck Ronaldo doesn't go to Sporting. Like, dude, you're 38. It's done. Sorry, I had another drink. You know what's so weird about Ronaldo? He's a victim of his own ego, as most people are. But, like... Okay, because of his ego, he wants to play in a team that's competing for the Champions League, right? And teams competing for the Champions League want him, but because of his ego also, he's not willing to take a pay cut. Like, he could easily just be like, look, I'll play for 100k a week, and anyone would take him, but his ego is like, I'm worth more than that. He's like, it's like fucking cutting your nose to spite your face. It's like, Ronaldo, you have enough money, bro. You can play for free. Go to PSG. I want him to go. I know he won't. I want him to go to PSG so badly. Just throw another fucking toxic billionaire in that locker room. He's so great. Apparently, there's something going on with him and Dortmund. He's not going to go to Dortmund, right? Because he knows he can't win the league. He knows he can't even compete for the league. So he's not going to go there. Dude, go to Sporting. See if you can maybe win the fucking... Is it Liga Premier? Premier? I don't know. I don't know how to speak Portuguese. Are Portuguese and Spanish basically the same language, aren't they? Also, you know what's hilarious? Is Ronaldo posted something on Instagram in Portuguese, and all these people that speak like Spanish and Portuguese, like those Latin languages, were like, this can't fucking write. He's got like the grammatical skill of like a 5-year-old. Which is hilarious to me because he's just like this 37-year-old man-child who's really good at soccer and he's illiterate. It's so funny. But yeah, Man U are fucked. I reckon Liverpool, they might be staring down another 4-0 this week against Liverpool. Like, I don't know how they're going to beat them. But it is what it is. I don't know. Honestly, I only watched the Arsenal game, so I've been talking out of my ass for the past 10 minutes. But it is what it is. One other thing I want to touch on was All or Nothing. The final 2 episodes came out. We had our suspicions confirmed that Arteta is indeed a fucking nutcase, which is so funny because, like, I remember when I watched him as a player, he just seemed so, like, elegant and poised and stoic. And then in every All or Nothing, you fucking want Champions League? He swears so much. But I was thinking about it because Arteta swears a lot and Pep swears a lot. And I saw a comment that was like, when English is your second language, fuck and fucking are like the best words to use because they can convey so many emotions with one word. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. It's like a nice little hack for like a second language, I guess. But like, yeah, the shit with the light bulb, there's a scene where he like talks, he's like, Thomas Edison invented the light bulb and he's got some light bulb running on like some shit and it's really bright. And he's telling the team to be like a light bulb. And he's like, your energy creates a spark, and the spark lights the light bulb. It was like some Star Wars shit. Like, we are the spark that will light the fire that burns the empire, all that shit. And then Arsenal lost that game like 3-0, so that was hilarious. But what I want to talk about All or Nothing was like, so obviously, I don't know if you go and follow soccer, right? Arsenal was like set to finish fourth in the league, which is big because when you finish fourth, it means you're playing this really good European competition where all the best teams play in. And if you come fifth, you're playing like the second tier of that European competition. So basically, it's good for the club because obviously we'll be playing against the better teams, more income, whatever the fuck, right? Arsenal were coming fourth like all season, and then they lost like 4 games in a row towards the end of the season. They had to beat this team Newcastle to come fourth. If they lost, they were pretty much guaranteed to come fifth. They lose, they come fourth. They played really bad, and all the fans are like, Arsenal were fucking horrendous, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, what were they thinking? Do the players even care? They look like a group that doesn't care. I'm feeling really sick. Sorry, guys. I'm going to keep drinking this water. Yeah, they look like a team that doesn't care, blah, blah, blah. And then you see in the documentary, I should explain, All or Nothing's a documentary where they just basically follow the team for the whole year. They have the post-game speech, and all the players are obviously devastated. The manager fucking goes off on them. And then people are commenting like, man, you really forget that these players are real humans, and it's really nice to see that they care as much as the fans. It's like, did you not think they care? Like, I get the whole, like, oh, it's nice to see, you know, what their life's like, but it's like, how can you sit there like, I didn't know they cared. Wow, they care? Whoa, what a shocker. Like, they're fucking professional athletes. Like, they're not losing a game, right? First of all, even if you don't care, if you're underperforming, when you lose, you're going to get slated in social media, right? I've had a tiny taste, a 1% taste of what they go through in like being ridiculed on social media. And it's a lot to take in. It's fucking hurtful, right? So imagine that, like every club, you know what? Let's just do some research real quick on the pod. How many followers does Arsenal's Instagram page have? I'm going to guess like 14 million. 22.5 million. So when you play shit, you've got guaranteed 22.5 million people on your ass commenting how the team should sell you, you're not worth it, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, you're going to want to perform fucking good. Like, they're not like athletes aren't losing the into the locker room like, oh, well, guess we lost. Haha. Wish we'd won, but we didn't. Oh, well. Guess I'll go home and fuck my wife. I don't know. It is what it is. It's like, obviously, they're going to be fucking devastated. Oh, could have been, could have got potential of pay rise and we're paying more games next year. Would have been a real step in the right direction for my career, but we didn't qualify. Huh? Oh, well. Unlucky. Dumb cunts. What else I want to talk about? Oh, I got a semi-funny story, and then we're going to talk about the boy, Andrew Tate. I was doing stand-up on Friday, and I was talking to my friend. This particular friend is a very, very good stand-up comedian, and it gives me really, really great feedback about my own stand-up. It's really good advice. Like, whenever someone asks me a question about stand-up comedy, I just relay some shit this guy's told me, because he just gets it, right? And we're talking about my material is that, blah, 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 the way I'm performing. And he gives me a bunch of advice. And I go, all right, I'll take into consideration. And then he watches my set with the, understanding that he's going to watch my set and give me some feedback. And I do my set. I do pretty well. What the fuck was that? I just had like a puff of air over here. Whatever. I do my set. I do pretty well. I had a pretty good set. All laughs where I needed to get laughs. I had a couple jokes bumped, but it was overall like a 7 out of 10 set. And then we're standing outside, and him and 2 of his friends start giving me advice. And now, look, I guess we're like, our feedback to each other is very harsh. Because I guess, stand-up comedy in itself is just rejection. Just every night, you're just getting rejected by the audience. Like, when you have a new joke, chances are it's not going to work. So you're going up there just expecting rejection. So you got to have thick skin, and the feedback's very it's not like, I think normal people, when they talk to their friends, they're like, oh, I don't know, let's say you're giving someone a relationship advice, like, oh, I think sometimes you have a tendency to be a bitch. But that's okay because you need to be a bitch for this. You like try and justify it, and when you're talking to your like comedy friends, it's like, why the fuck are you doing this? Are you dumb? What do you think would happen? You shit. Or like, it's happened to me where like my mate's come up to me, he's like, that joke's shit. I'm gonna tell you why, and it's good. It's constructive. Like, I'm of the belief you can be like very upfront to someone as long as you have the feedback to go with it. Like, I hate when like I ask someone for like, oh, what did you think? And they're like, no, I didn't like it. And I'm like, why? And they're like, I just didn't like it. It's like, oh, well, how about fucking elaborating on that so I can understand why you didn't like it and maybe improve in the future. Maybe. I've spoken to this before. But anyways, so the story. So we're outside and they're giving me advice and they're just going like, bro, you breathe weird. You run out of breath when you get into your punchline. You're already out of breath. The fuck you doing? It's like, fucking breathe properly, bro. What are you doing? And my friend's like, yeah. And he's like, get up there and own the stage. He's like, were you nervous? And I was like, yeah, I was a bit nervous when I got up. He's like, yeah, you could tell because you get up and you're all sheepish. And I know you're not like that in real life. But you get up and you're all like, oh, I'm going to do some jokes. And you look like a little bitch. And then like, he says nothing. He's like, yeah. And the way you stand, he's like, stand up, fall, like planting your feet because you look more confident. And he's just giving me all this advice. He's like, it was very like along those like, what the fuck are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't mean because it was good advice and I was receptive to it. I was like, oh, yeah, yeah. But this lady who had seen the show and then had come out for a cigarette was hearing this. So from her perspective, she's just seen me have like a good set. And then she comes outside and then all she's heard is, why the fuck are you breathing so fucking weird? And then she like butts in and she's like, I just want to interrupt and say that I thought you were really good and I didn't think you were nervous at all. And I don't know why these guys are having such a go at you. And I just thought that was funny because I got annoyed at her when she said that. Like, she's being so nice. From her perspective, I'm just getting bullied by three guys, right? But I was like so interested to hear what like my three friends were saying that I was like, can you stop fucking interrupting? I'm getting good advice right now. And she's like being so like, you were great, okay? I think you were really good. And I'm like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. But yeah, shout out that lady. She was really nice, you know? She was really good. I want to talk about Andrew Tate for a second. Obviously, most of us are here's my thoughts on Andrew Tate, because a lot of people have actually been asking me. I think he's a dickhead, right? Obviously, his views are fucking stupid. But you can't deny the guy is entertaining, right? Now, about 2 weeks ago, I was under the impression of like, this is a guy playing a character. He's obviously faking it for the views. He's a really smart businessman, blah, blah, blah. But then I found out about his, trafficking and rape charges. And I was like, oh, maybe this isn't a character. Maybe this is how he is. So, yeah, I don't think this is the guy that like 16-year-old men should be like, oh, I've got to treat women like shit and then I'll get pussy. Okay, cool. So my thoughts on Andrew Tate is the guy's an idiot. He's entertaining, right? Some of the shit he says, objectively, is hilarious. Women need to have their body count on their head and the world will be a better place. The reason that's so funny is because he means it. He genuinely thinks like a normal person would say that as a joke. He's serious. That's why it's so good. But when I want to talk about specifically, he made a post, right? I just want to fucking... Blake's messaging me. Hold on, guys. Because this might be about a guest. Oh, that's hilarious. Guys, this is hilarious. This message Blake sent me that is... I'm not going to tell you guys about. It's hilarious. Hey, Blake, I'm filming my podcast right now, and I opened your Snapchat, so the podcast has gone really awkward. But good luck meeting that lady, who I will not name. I'm interested to see how that goes. Okay. I don't know why the fuck I just answered that. So, what was I saying? Andrew Tate. Okay, yeah. Okay, because I used to be one of the guys that was like into like Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson. I used to like sit in English class with my friends watching feminists getting owned compilation. And then like I got older and I was like, oh, women are people too. Okay. Andrew Tate is talking, like the people that like Andrew Tate, unironically, are like 15-year-old boys who are like, I don't know why women don't want to hook up with me. I don't know why I'm still a virgin. It's those kind of guys, right? Andrew Tate made a post about why he doesn't eat breakfast. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it out. Where is it? Okay. Mind you, the photo is him topless, drinking an iced coffee, smoking a cigar. I don't have food in the mornings. I don't like the idea breakfast. Not I don't like the idea of breakfast. I don't like the idea breakfast. Waking up from sleep and instantly available food that you didn't have to hunt and kill. Breakfast breeds arrogance and laziness. That's hilarious because I don't eat breakfast, but it's because I'm too lazy to make it. I will not eat until work has been done. I can't work until I've eaten. I can't do anything on an empty stomach. Even right now, I'm getting pretty hungry and I'm like, don't even know what I'm saying. Instead, I start my day with hunger and memories. My path to the top wasn't a straight line. Whose is? What famous person has ever done an interview? What successful person, is a better term, has ever done an interview and been like, yeah, I don't know, one day I wasn't famous and now I am. It was pretty easy, honestly. I didn't really have to work hard or sacrifice at all. Fucking idiot. There's been bumps in the road. Tears. Full stop. Crying's not manly, Andrew. No. I found that funny because Andrew 100% would call you a bitch for crying. 100%. But I think the post is so funny because the 15, 16-year-old dudes and like the grown-up incels who like this guy are probably looking at this and being like, yeah, I need to stop eating breakfast. That's why I'm not getting pussy. If I stop eating breakfast, women will want to fuck me. It was so simple. Wow. Yeah, I love this guy, man. I hate to say that I love Andrew Tate because that's just hilarious. Like, I'm all for just letting the guy being an idiot in the public eye because I just want to see. It's like a car crash. You can't look away. You just want to see what the fuck happens. But yeah, maybe we should make this a segment, just Andrew Tate watch, where every week we just go through what old Tatey boy has posted on the gram and read it out. Because that's that's just fucking crazy to me. Like, dude, there's like year 10s at school watching this, like, bro, you know women like to be treated like shit, bro. Trust me, bro. Andrew Tate said, bro, and that guy's a slayer, cuz. That guy gets so much fucking pussy, bro. Bro, I'm gonna start doing what he does, right? Because where's being nice ever got me, bro? It got me cheated on, bro. So if I just started being a bitch, dude, you know what's the best in my high school? Was when, like, I just played at every high school. When, like, a dude would break up with his girlfriend and he'd have to act like he wasn't sad about it. Like, he wanted to talk about it, but he had to act like he wasn't because showing emotions is gay, right? No, because they'd always be like this. They'd always be like, bro, I don't even love. She's like a slut anyway, bro. I don't even love her, right? So, bro, she breaks up with me because I cheated on her, and apparently I'm not giving her the emotional stability that she needs, bro. It's like, what a needy bitch, bro. Like, obviously I'm not gonna say that to her because, like, I care about her and shit. But, like, what the fuck's her problem, cuz? I always love those conversations. Anyways, I think that's the podcast. We kind of ran into a dead end there. I'm not going to lie. But thanks for watching. This is, 34-minute episode. I think 2 minutes of that was me doing the star signs bullshit. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, share, all that cool shit. DM me if you want to challenge any of my views or if you want to talk shit about Andrew Tate or whatever the fuck. Guys, honestly, I know I said I reply to all my DMs, which I do, but I'm getting more of them now, so it's taking me a bit longer. But I will reply. If it's like been 2 or 3 days, nothing personal, you know. I'm just a really audaciously busy guy, you know. I make TikToks, so doing God's work out here. But yeah, thanks for watching. Why am I so bad at ending these? Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye-bye.